Everything okay tonight? How's that back feel?
I'm good, Burn. How about you, man? Squad on point tonight?
Yeah, the usual aches and pains, but nothing I can't handle.
Of course.
I'm a little more nervous than usual, though.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
That tonight means more than most. I can't stand those guys.
I ain't never seen Burn all riled up. I thought you loved everybody, man.
I do, but my first training job was over there. And without getting into a long story, it didn't work out.
Man, I thought you had been here your whole career.
I landed here. I'm happy, but I do have a long memory.
Say no more. I'll make sure I put these chumps in their place, man. You already know.
I appreciate that invitation.
Gotcha.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Looking now at some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the one. And for the Warriors, we've got Trace Jackson-Davis. Stephen Curry's out there with Big Dog. Then it's Connect. And it's Butler in at the 4. We are right in the middle part of a long season, GA. As a player, how do you stay engaged? How do you stay focused?
Kevin, this is where the grind can really catch up to you. Easy to start feeling complacent or check out a little bit. So you got to shake that off. And I tell you another thing, your coaches will play a huge role in keeping you engaged.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. And recently, MP came out and stressed that he doesn't take these rivalry games too lightly. Winning these games is a big-time priority for him.
Well, MP and this team are off to a good start when it comes to the challenge he's set for them. I think the preparation, anticipation, and energy for what these games mean has become almost a skill set in their arsenal. And they're hoping to build on that momentum in this one. They've still got quite a few rivalry games left.
All right, let's hand it over to David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Thanks very much, Kevin. We know that everybody knows the history between these two teams, all those knockdown, drag-out battles. So I asked MP if he was going to take the high road tonight and try to stay above the fray. He said just the opposite. These guys always show us disrespect. We're going to grind it out and teach them a lesson. Get your popcorn ready. Kevin.
Got it right here, DA. I'm going to start chopping it down. Familiarity, the right breeding contempt here. And here's Beverly. After Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer.
Yeah, I know you want to focus on the shooting of Steph, but man, he's going to make plays too.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Now here's Beverly, and there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside Butler, 6 to shoot. Back to Beverly, shoots over DiVincenzo. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
From Jimmy Butler.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Randle dishes to Gobert. Outside Edwards. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Back to Beverly. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Outside Edwards. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Randle. Got it. Good job in the low post.
The strength and the quickness, and now the confidence coming along as Randall's able to score.
Back to Beverly. Going inside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, watching that game quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet.
And here is Butler after Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. And it's Beverly missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Randall left side. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Into the lane. Can't get it to fall. Warriors trail by 7. Beverly finds Curry from past the arc. Drills the three-pointer.
I mean, what's new? Steph, 3 more.
Timberwolves have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. Gobert with a screen on Beverly. Outside for Randall. On the 3 off target. Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. So it'll be Jimmy Butler shooting. Julius Randle picks one up. And for the Warriors, Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Rui Hachimura. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Jimmy Butler. Big Dog is checked in for Connect. And Curry subbed in for Carter. And then for Minnesota, Minot's checked in. And Mike Conley subbed in for McDaniels. Here's Lawson. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
On the court for Minnesota, Conley out there with Dillingham. And it's Minot in at the 5. Curry outside. Curry buries the 3 shot.
Pretty much poor defensive effort there. You have to get a hand in his face when he's spotting up from distance.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Big Dog in the last matchup against Portland was tremendous. He ended up with 26 points and had a season high in boards. He was doing work on the glass. Showed up once again in what's becoming the norm for him of late. We'll see what he has in store tonight. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Going up against a team that had no answer for him, we'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Here's Lawson after the made shot from Beverly. Back to Lawson. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball. Remaining in the first half.
And here's Beverly. He's got 8. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now it's an 8-point Warrior lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Warriors?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
Podziemski's shot is good.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Curry against Conley. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Trailblazers.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win. This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit. The D really getting away with one there. No one on him. and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Here's Curry with the three, and it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
And the three-pointers are starting to add up. That's his 3rd of the quarter, and it brings him to 4 on the game.
Pass to Lawson. Lawson sets a screen for Conley. Now Dillingham. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Podziemski finds Beverly. Back to Curry. Beverly deciding where to go with it. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. Back right after this.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take part in the dunk contest.
As a resident dunk contest expert, I can tell you, these are the names you want in the dunk contest, guys. Don't come at me with who isn't making the cut, because this group is all you need.
Geez, I guess we can call it right now. The Jet has spoken. And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Warriors.
Gotta appreciate the way they're moving the ball. The offense is flowing like my rap game. When you bring the right beat, you know my name.
You know what? It is a debate. Were you a better rapper or you're a better DJ as you are today?
Now that's me, Kenny, DJ EJ. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
They've got Jimmy Butler. Big Dog is out there with Curry. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Connect in at the three. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the...
What a sweet jam by Edwards.
Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Curry. He's got 16. Butler passes to Beverly. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Edwards. Takes it inside. Warriors with the rebound. Jackson-Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Butler finds Curry. Beverly with the ball. Back to Curry. Pass to Beverly. Lets it go from deep. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's 15 points for Big Dog.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Back to Beverly. Golden State moving the ball around. Stolen by McDaniels. To the inside. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Beverly. Warriors leading by 16. Outside Butler. Curry gets the screen from Beverly. Beyond the arc. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Beverly. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Edwards. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Now here's Beverly. Here's Connect for 3. It's hauled in by Edwards.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Warriors have gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Here's Beverly, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, because he's such a good scorer, people don't always talk about Jimmy Butler, the playmaker.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Not sure what the defense is thinking, or if they are. They continue to let him shoot. That is bad defense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Hachimura is checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Kuminga comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Curry. Back to Lawson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Shot's good by Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh's got 6.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Pass to Pajemski. Now here is Hachimura. He's defended by Randall. And Beverly kicks to Hachimura. Beverly the pass to Hachimura. No good that time. Randall with some nice D. Timberwolves trail by 16. That is in there. Lawson with the assist.
Yeah, Randall does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
And the shot goes in.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming.
Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pass to Pajemski. To the middle. Here's Hachimura. Rebound, Minnesota. Dillingham's got 5 rebounds tonight. So on the floor for Minnesota. They've got Clark. Dillingham is out there with Jamison. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 4 spot. Gets it down to single digits.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Kuminga finds Beverly. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Outstanding find from J.K. Kuminga's all-around game continues to evolve.
Pass to Clark. Now Lawson. Clock at 6. Back to Clark. Shoots over Pajemski. Warriors with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Back to Beverly. Hachimura, the pass to Beverly, and Curry has it in the corner. Hits it from three-point range. Curry's got 22.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And the Warriors with some changes. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Hachimura. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kuminga. And it's Connect in for Brandon Pajemski. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. Now, he was vocal in the huddle. He told his guys, don't quit on each other. We're still in this game, guys, but I need each one of you to up your energy level. Let's make a run now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Curry dishes to Beverly. Back to Curry. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. For three, Edwards. Edwards cashing in from outside.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Beverly against Edwards. And Beverly kicks to Curry. And Curry comes right back with a three.
Anything the opponent does, trust me, Steph can do it better. He's got to be the best shooter that we've ever seen in the game.
Edwards, no good. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Jackson-Davis finds Curry. Now Connect. Back to Beverly. Pass to Connect. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Warriors lead by 14.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Warriors.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Big Dog.
And serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
At the line for the Warriors, Beverly. 2 shots.
That's good from Beverly. Different look here for the Warriors. Hachimura is checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Jimmy Butler. Gary Payton is checked in for Connect. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Curry. Dillingham. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. It's Beverly on the wing. Softly drops in the floater.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Jamison with a screen on Payton. Shannon passes to Jamison. Good work defensively by Hachimura. Right side Kuminga. Pass to Beverly. We see the Warriors taking the game here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.